Good morning all. In our previous video we have discussed rivet and rivet joints, and I have told you the formulas, Unwin's formulas, d is equal to 6 root t, how to calculate the diameter of the rivet. In this video we are going to discuss the MCQs of the rivets and screw fasteners. So let us start the MCQs one by one. So we have discussed previously the types of rivet. You can see here the different types of rivets are there. Most commonly used rivet is snap head rivet, and I have told you the formulas in the last video. We have drawn on the board. This is the height or taper. This is 0.125D. I have calculated all these. So this is pen head rivet. Now MCQ of the type to identify the rivet will be coming. The probability is higher. So these are the part of the rivets here. There are the head of the rivet, shank. This is the shank, and the tail. Tail is tipper. The tail of the rivet is tipper, and the rivet is made up of soft material. Usually MS is used. Usually the caulking and fullering is done in order to prevent the leakage in the rivet joint, and the rivet joint is a permanent joint. Let us revise very fast, because I have already discussed in my previous video. I have told you the joints. There are two types of joint. One is lap joint and butt joint. Lap joint means when we lap. This is lap joint and this is butt. When the joints are like this means overlap, one over the other. This is overlap. And when the joints are like this is butt joint and lap joint. So in case of butt joint, we need cover plate. One cover plate above, one cover plate below, depend upon the design. So here is a butt joint. This is the front view. One plate, another plate, and there is a cover plate, one cover plate in this joint. So there are, according to the design, we can use number of rivet: single riveted, double riveted, triple riveted, or chain riveting and zigzag riveting, depending upon the design or how much strength we would like to give in the design. Now lap joint. This is single riveted lap joint. There is one rivet, and we take margin is equal to 1.5D. We take margin is equal to 1.5D. Like, for example, if the plate thickness is, this is the plate thickness T is equal to 9 mm. Plate thickness T is equal to 9 mm. Then using the Unwin's formula, diameter of the rivet is equal to 6 under root of T. It is 6 into under root 9 is 3. It is 18 mm. So margin M is equal to 1.5D. Margin. This is the margin. Now the adjacent distance between the two rivets is known as, between the two rows of the rivet is known as pitch. Here we can see this in the, and there are two types of riveting here. One is zigzag formation and one is chain riveting. So this is our zigzag. This is our zigzag design. One rivet is here. Now then here. This is zigzag design, and this is double riveted lap joint. And we can see the distance between the center to center along the columns of the two rivets is known as back pitch, PD, and we take it 2D. It is 2D. 2D plus 6 somewhere in the double riveted lap joint we can see, and this is we can see in the next diagram. This is double riveted chain lap joint. Here the diagonal distance between the two rivet is known as diagonal pitch. So back pitch is 2D plus 6, and the pitch, the distance between the rows, one adjacent rows, is known as pitch. Center to center distance between the two rivets along the rows is known as pitch, and this distance, horizontal distance, is known as back pitch along the column, and the diagonal is known as PD, diagonal pitch. This is margin. This is 1.5D. So we will be discussing MCQ later on. First of all, we pause. This is our triple riveted chain lap joint. Triple riveted. So you can see back pitch is 2D plus 6, 2D plus 6, and the margin is 1.5D, and again pitch is 3D. So this is again triple riveted zigzag with lap joint. So one rivet is here. This is the top view, and this is the front view. Top view and front view. Just like these are the two plates. So front view, we see the thickness of the plate like this, thickness of the plate, and the top view is the roof. So this is the top view here. The holes and caps, the heads of the caps is we see in the top view. Now the butt joint. I have told you in butt joint we need cover plate in order to strengthen our joint. So this is single riveted butt joint. This is the butt, one plate, second plate, and cover plate, and this is one rivet. This is second rivet in single riveted butt joint with single cover. Again single riveted double cover plate chain butt joint. You can identify. MCQ will be coming. Next is double riveted double cover chain butt joint. You can see here double cover, one cover, second cover. This is our plate. One mistake here. This is misprint here. So this is double riveted. Next, double riveted double cover plate with zigzag butt joint. Next, you can see this is again in the zigzag, large structure zigzag riveting are used, and it is diamond riveting in the shape of diamond. Yes, sir. Now let us start the MCQs one by one. Question 1. Rivets are generally specified by. When we go to the market, what we ask to the shopkeeper? Give me the rivet of this much diameter. So option C is correct. Diameter of the rivet. Question 2. The rivet head commonly used for the general purpose is. Snap head rivet is generally used. Question number 3. The rivet head used for the boiler is. Again snap head rivet. Which of the following is used as permanent fastening? Yes, bolt joint are temporary, keys are temporary, quarter are temporary. Rivet is a temporary, permanent joint. Next, question number 5. The margin in case of riveted joint is, I have already told, 1.5D is the margin. Rivet material has to be soft. Option B. Next, diameter of the rivet D related to the plate thickness T as. Option A, B, C. I think there is error. I have already told you d is equal to 6 under root of t. This is correct. 6 under root t. This is Unwin's formula. Unwin's formula. This is correct here. Options are wrong here. Question number 8. What is the meaning of shank in the rivet? What is shank? So shank is the round body rivet. Option number C is correct. Round, and it is the round or body of the rivet. 9. Rivets used in shipbuilding is made of wrought iron, flat head rivet, snap head rivet, none of these. So rivets used in shipbuilding is snap head rivet. Which of the following is temporary fastener? So nut bolt is a temporary fastener, because rivet bracing and soldering, this is your permanent. Which part of rivet is tapered? So tail is tapered. Question 12. For riveted joint, the type of joint is preferred is lap joint, bolt, this is butt joint with two strap. This is not bolt, but butt joint with one strap, any of the above. Yes, we can use all of these joint in riveting. I have already told you. Caulking helps in the improvement of leak proof. For the leak proof, we use pressure tightness. This is option D, pressure tightness, or we use our caulking and foldering. Now question number 14. Name the rivet as shown in figure. This is countersunk head rivet. It is not shank, it is sunk. Countersunk. Question number 15. Which type of following fasteners is used to fasten two or more than two plates permanently? So option B, it is rivet joint. Question 16. Caulking and fullering is done to, option C, to make the joint leak proof. Question number 17. Distance between the adjacent rows in a double rivet chain joint is kept. So I have already told you the options are wrong, I think here. Chain riveting, the distance is, this is 3D, pitch. The distance between two rows, this is pitch. Pitch is equal to 3D. Pitch is equal to 3D. These options are wrong. Answer is 3D, because this is pitch. Adjacent rows. Identify the rivet head which is shown in the figure. So options are flat head, snap head, pan head, conical head. This is pan head. You can identify. I have already shown you before the MCQs. Generally the range of diameter for the rivet is, it is 12 mm to 50 mm. Option A. Question 20. What will be the rivet head height X in terms of D? So we can see it is snap head rivet. Snap head rivet, and it is, I have already told you the formulas. It is 0.7 D. X is here 0.7 D. Again, question number 21. Choose for which type of work the snap head rivet with taper neck is used. So shipbuilding work, we use tapered neck rivet. Question number 22. What will be the height X in term of diameter? Height X, this is 0.45 D. This X is 0.45 D.
Start.
So it is 0.45 The height of the head is 0.45 d. Next, question number 23. Brightness full है. Choose for which type of work the ellipsoid head rivet is used. So you can see this is the head is ellipse type. General purpose work, boiler joint work, ship building work, steel truss work. So it is boiler joint work. Now match the following. Match the following type of rivet head with their names. So first is, you can see, first is snap head. First this is snap head rivet. Second, this is just like the cone, it is cone type. So second, it is conical type. Third one is this is counter sunk. And fourth one is, this is flat head rivet. This is the cut section, this is the section line drawn at 45 degree 1 to 2 mm gap to show the cut section of any machine part which is cut. So you can see the option. First is conical head, flat head, snap head or counter sunk. These four are the options. Now state whether true or false. The margin in case of rivet joint is kept as 1.25 d. No. False. Rivets are generally specified by thickness of the plate. No, it's specified by diameter. According to union formula. No, it's not union. This is Unwin's formula. Union, not union. This is Unwin's formula. This is Unwin's formula. The diameter of the rivet is given by d is equal to 6 under root. This is wrong. D is equal to 6 under root t. True. Snap head rivet is most commonly used in boiler. True. Mushroom head rivet are stronger than conical head rivet. No. Conical head rivets are more stronger. Row pitch for chain riveting is 0.8 d. It is the distance from the center of one rivet to the center of the next rivet in the same row. It is denoted by P. The empirical formula for the pitch is, maximum pitch is 3d. Okay, so it is. The row pitch for zigzag riveting is 0.7 p. No, false. Question number next, fill in the blanks. A rivet is used to make dash joint. Rivet is a permanent joint. In a dash joint, the plates to be joined are put one over another. One over another means one over another. Lap joint. One over another. This is butt. This is butt end to end, and one over the another is lap. So it is lap joint. The most commonly used rivet is snap head rivet. The cover plate are used in butt joints. Caulking and folding is done to make a joint leak proof.
Start.
Question number 6. Margin is distance from first row of the rivet to the edge. First row to the edge is margin. Question number 7. Diagonal pitch is applicable for dash type of riveting, zigzag type of riveting. We use diagonal pitch. Question number 8. Row pitch is defined as the distance between two adjacent rows. It is 3D. Pitch is equal to 3D. 9. The edges of plate face each other. The edges of the plate face each other in a butt joint. It is butt joint. Question number 10. Formula to calculate rivet diameter, plate thickness d. Again it is d is equal to 6 under root t. This is wrong. 0.8 p as row pitch is used for dash type of riveting.
Start.
0.8 p means p is equal to 3d. Pitch is equal to 3d, the row to row distance, and 0 approximately 0.8 p means approximately is equal to p. We take little bit less than the pitch, so it is correct, true. In chain riveting it is 0.5 p. Row pitch for zigzag riveting is 0.6. Yes, it is correct. We do not take pitch less than 0.6 p. 0.6 p is minimum. So zigzag riveting we use 0.6 p. Now our last question of the rivet. A snap boiler rivet is shown in the figure. Why 60-degree chamfer is cut on the neck of it? This is a 60-degree chamfer here, and the height of this chamfer is 0.125d. 0.125d we have already discussed in our when we studied this rivet head, snap head rivet. So it is to prevent leakage. Why it is kept here? It is used for prevent leakage. Pressure purposes we use this chamfer here. Now our next chapter is screwed fasteners. Screwed fasteners are those objects which are used for joining or dismantling any part of the machinery regardless of the size or shape. Means our screwed fastener like nut, bolt, these all are temporary fasteners. These are not the permanent fasteners, generally made of the metal. So bolt, nut and bolts. A bolt is also a cylindrical body. Bolt is also a cylindrical body made up of MS or other thing according to the design. So types of bolt here. Cylindrical head. These are classified according to the type of head, like the rivets. Cylindrical head, hexagonal head, cup or round head, square head, T head, standard T bolts, I head bolts, hook bolts, lifting eye bolts, countersunk head bolts, cap screw or tab bolts, hexagonal socket, head cap screw. One important thing here is the bolts are designated by M20 into, this M is capital here, M20 into 100 means M is the diameter. This M20 signifies, indicates the diameter, and it is 100 mm long. Now here are cylindrical head bolt or cheese head bolt. Cylindrical head, the head is cylindrical, and the formula is very important here. This is the length, this is the diameter of the bolt, and this is the length of the bolt, and this is the diameter of the head, and this is the width of the cap. A little groove is given here of 0.12 d. This is front view, this is side view. So next is hexagonal head bolt. The head is hexagonal here in this bolt. Next is our cup head or round head bolt. Cup head or round head bolt. In the MCQs, the options are given to identify them. Next is our square head bolt. Next is our standard T bolt. Standard T bolt. This is our standard T bolt. Next is I head bolt. I head bolt. Next is hook bolt. Hook bolt. Next is your lifting eye bolt. Lifting eye bolt. Next is our countersunk head bolt. Countersunk head bolt. Next is our cap screw or tab bolt. This is our hexagonal socket head cap screw. Next, nut. Nut is a metallic piece of definite shape with threaded screw hole on the center of face. It is used at the end of the bolt screw to hold the part in position. So we see here the internal threaded are cut, internal threaded. Types of nut: hexagonal nuts and square nuts. Now move on to our. Generally the nuts are chamfered 30 to 45 degree. They are chamfered. Chamfering is done. This is 30 to 45 degree. This is our hexagonal nut. The front view is hexagon here. Next is square nut. This is our square nut. These are the formulas of this. Formulas can be asked in the examination. Diameter, D is the diameter, chamfer angle 30 degree, and the width across flat is 1.5 D plus 3. Thickness of the nut T is equal to D. Radius of the chamfer arc is 2D. Square nuts are available in M6 to M39. Next is cap nut. Next is our dome type nut. This is our dome type nut. The height of the head is 0.5 T. This is our collared nut. Collared nut. Next is our capstan nut. We know the capstan lathe, turret lathe. Capstan nut is used here. Next is dome cap nut. Dome cap nut. Next is our ring nut. Next is our wing nut. These are easily operated by thumb and a finger, and where it is required to be adjusted frequently. This type of nut is used in hexa. This wing nut is used in hexa. We can see hexa. Next, our assembly of nut and bolt. Nut and bolt are assembled. Hexagonal type nut and bolt here. Next is square bolt and washer. Square bolt and washer. Now let us start the MCQs very fast. Normal nut while tightening may damage the surface. Which is the nut with the washer face to avoid damage to the surface while tightening? Dome cap nut, capstan nut, square nut, collar nut. So option B is correct. It is capstan nut. Question number 2. Identify eye bolt. Identify eye bolt here. So option number C is correct option. Eye bolt is option number C. Now identify the X, feature of X. What is X? X is the cross corner. X is the cross corner of this nut. Which is hook bolt? So option B is correct. I have already shown to you. B is hook bolt. Question 5. Saw nut or Weil's nut. The option number C is correct. You can take the screenshot from here. Question 6. Name the part which is marked by letter X. So X is collar stud. X is collar stud. Which molten metal is poured in the rag foundation, which when solidifies holds bolts firmly? So the option B is correct. Sulfur or lead is poured. Question number 8. The designation M33 into 2 of a bolt means. I have already told you M means diameter and 2 means the length. So the option C is correct. Metric threads of 33 mm outside diameter and 2 mm pitch. The pitch is 2 mm. Question number 9. Which one of the following is the conical point grub screw? Conical point grub screw is option A is correct. Question number 10. Identify X. Here X is the corner. These are the corner. Across corner of nut. X is the across. X height is the across corner of nut. Question number 11. Which of the following is cut point grub screw? So option C is correct. Option C is cut point grub screw. Now question number 12. Cylindrical or cheese head screw. So option C is correct. Cylindrical or cheese head screw. 13. What is the type of the bolt here? You can see here. This is the foundation here. So it is definite that it is foundation bolt. But what type? It is quarter foundation bolt. It is quarter foundation bolt. Question 14. Cone point grub screw. Cone point grub screw. This is cone point grub screw. Option B. Question number 15. Choose the material that put across the bolt. So we see this is the concrete, symbol of concrete mixture. This is concrete mixture. Question number 16. Identify the castle nut from the following figure. This is option number A. Option number A is the correct answer. Identify the name of the bolt which is shown in the figure. So it is rag foundation bolt. It is rag foundation bolt. Question number 18. Which bolt is used in machine tool tables to hold machine vise? The option D is correct. So option D is, this is T-head bolt. This is used in the machine vise or other machine parts. Now the question number 19. Name of the end which is screwed to the machine body. This is metal end. Metal end. Option C is correct. Now the question number 20. Which type of nut is used for better hold? Square nut. Square nut is used for better hold. Option A is correct. Now the question from the washer. The function of a washer is to, we already know, provide bearing area. Washer is used to provide the bearing area. Question number 22. A stud. What is stud? Stud has a head at one end and a nut fitted to the other end. Option B has a head at one end and the other end fits into a tapped hole in the other part to be joined. So the option number B is correct. It is also a type which hold the machine from both the ends. Sport. Question number 23. A tab bolt. So here the option number D is correct. A tab bolt has both end threaded. Tab bolt has both end threaded. In the previous question, this option D is also correct. A stud has both end threaded. Option B and C. So both B and C. Stud also have both end threaded like the tab bolt. Question number 24. What is the T-head bolt? Identify the T-head bolt. We have already discussed few minutes ago. This option D is T-head bolt. Name the feature of the nut marked X. X. What is X? X are both are chamfered. X. This X show the chamfer area. X show the chamfer area. Again X. What is X? This is X. This is circle. Diameter of the outer diameter. No, sorry. This is diameter. X is here across. Again flat corner across flat of nut. Across flat of. Option B is correct. It is not external diameter, it is across flat of nut. Question number 27. Identify the pick here. It is round head bolt. It is round head bolt. Now question number 28. Which is round or cup head screw? Round or cup head. So only option A is round head here. Now question number 29. Which is called as Simon's lock nut? Option number D is correct. Name the part which is marked as X. So it is nut end. Option A, nut end. Question 31. Name the bolt which is shown in the figure. It is Lewis bolt foundation. It is Lewis bolt foundation. Question number 32. Give the name of the bolt as shown in the figure. It is very clear. It is square head bolt. Square head bolt. The square, we can easily see the square here. Question 33. Which of the following bolt is used as gland in boiler mounting? So it is T-head bolt. 4-5 question will remains now. Choose the Simon lock nut from the figure. It is option number B. B is the Simon lock nut. Question number 35. Which of the following is Philister head set screw? It is option number B is the Philister head set screw. 36. Threaded part of the bolt is known as. Threaded part of the bolt is known as shank. Option number A is correct. Question number 37. Cylindrical head bolt is known as. Cylindrical head bolt is also known as cheese head bolt. Option B is correct. Now question number 38. Which of the following fastener is used to provide smooth bearing surface of the nut and bolt? So the washer is used to provide smooth bearing surface of the nut and bolt. Question number 39. Which of the following nut is used on end of connecting rods? So cheese head bolt or cylindrical head bolt, one is the same thing, is used at the ends of connecting rods which connect the piston and of the engine and other connecting rod, flywheel, etc. Question 40. Which of the following bolt is used to lift the machines? It is lifting eye bolt. Lifting eye bolt. Question number 41. Dome type nut is made of. steel, brass, aluminium, all of these. Question number 42. Which of the following nut requires hook spanner to operate it? Cylindrical nut require hook spanner to operate it. Question number 43. Set screw are operated by screwdrivers, spanners. Both A and B are correct. Option C. Thickness of lock nut is, it is 0.6 D to 0.8 D. Match the following. Number 1 is spring washer, taper washer, tab washer, teeth lock washer. Now move on to the option. So 1 is teeth lock washer. Teeth are cut. We can easily identify teeth are cut. So it is first one is teeth lock washer, and second one is tap washer, third one is taper washer, and fourth one is spring washer. Now question number 2. Match the following. What is A? A, we can see A is a square, so it is square nut. A1 is the square nut. 2 is slotted nut. Slots are cut, so it is slotted nut. 3 is cup. A cup is shown. 3 is cup nut. 3 is Fourth one is hexagon. We can easily see the hexagon here, so it is hexagonal nut. 5 is dome type. 5 is dome type, and 6 we have already discussed. It is our wing nut, which is used in hexa. Wing nut, we can use hexa in first year in workshop. Now state whether true or false. All the fasteners are generally made of steel. Yes, true, because they should be soft, ductile, soft. The thickness of hexagonal head bolt is 0.5 D. False. Cylindrical head bolt is also known as round head bolt. True. Lifting eye bolt is used to lift the machine. True. One face of plain washer is chamfered at 90 degree. No. False. Question number 6. Spring washer are used in automobiles. True. Screw is a permanent fastener. No. Screw is temporary. Set screw is used to prevent relative motion between two pieces. True. Wing nut can be easily operated. True. Yes. This is wing nut here. This is here the wing nut. Wing nut in hexa. Used in hexa. Question number 10. Grub screw is also known as headless screw. Yes, true. Now fill in the blanks. Screw fasteners are dash fasteners, temporary fasteners. Hexagonal nut are chamfered at dash to dash with the base of the nut. Hexagonal nuts are chamfered 30 to 45 degree. 30 and 45 are the right. Square head bolt generally sits within square cavity. Dash is used. Question number 4. Dash is used on the end of the bolt screw to hold the part in position. Nut is used on the end of bolt screw. 5. Thickness of hexagonal nut is equal to diameter of its nut. 6. Ring nut are generally used in pairs. 7. Wing nut is used in hexa. Question number 8. Thickness of the lock nut may be from dash to dash. Lock nut 0.6 D to 0.8 D. Castle nut is similar to dash in shape. It is slotted nut. 10. Dash bolts does not have a specific shape. Foundation bolt does not have a specific shape. Now short answer type questions. Question 1. Which material is used to make fasteners? Steel or good tensile strength material is used to make fasteners? All Question 2. All the fasteners are specified by letter M. What does M stand for? M is metric. M stand for metric here. 3. What is the thickness of head in hexagonal bolt? It is 0.8 D. Why do we chamfer the hexagonal bolt? It is chamfered to avoid damaging the corner on the face. Damaging the corner at the face. 5. Which type of key is used to operate hexagonal socket head cup screw? Allen key is used. Question number 6. Which type of washer is used for locking devices? Spring washer is used. Why do we use cylindrical head bolt? We use cylindrical head bolt at the large end of connecting rod. Question number 8. Where do we use grub screw? It is used to prevent relative power. Question number 9. Where do we use foundation bolt? Very important question. Machines are generally subjected to vibrations. Due to this, the machine are likely to shift or move their position, which is dangerous. Little bit vibration or play is very harmful when the machine is rotating in very high RPM. To overcome this, machines are fixed to the ground, which the help of the device is called foundation bolt. In the foundation, we use this foundation bolt. Question number 10. Where do we use lifting eye bolt? It is used in lifting the machines and motors for shifting and aligning during erection. Question number 11. Give the other name of grub screw. It is headless screw. Which head bolt is used in gland of boiler? T head bolt. Which fastener is used to provide smooth bearing surface of the nut and bolt? It is washer. Now question number 14. Identify the screw. It is cone point grub screw. 15. It is round point grub screw. 16. 16 is the freehand sketch. Freehand sketch of countersunk. This is the freehand sketch of countersunk. Countersunk SUNK. Countersunk screw. This is the freehand sketch of countersunk screw. Like in the rivet, this is rivet. Also, we saw the countersunk. Question 17. Identify the bolt head shown in the figure. This is square head bolt. Easily see, we can see the square here. Question number 19. Draw the freehand sketch of hook bolt. Yes, it is very clear. Hook bolt. Question number 19. Draw a freehand sketch of Lewis foundation bolt. This is Lewis foundation bolt, and the concrete is filled inside this foundation. Identify the locking device shown in the figure. It is flange nut. Flanges are cut. Flange nut. Draw the freehand sketch of Castle locking nut. This is the question number 21. This is the freehand sketch of Castle locking nut. Question number 22. Draw a freehand sketch of slotted locking nut. The slots are cut, so it is slotted locking nut. Question number 23. Draw the freehand sketch of dome cap nut. This is dome cap nut, front view and top view. Front view. This is the view of the nut, and this is front view and top view. Give the name of the screw shown in the figure. First one is Allen key screw. First one, A is Allen key screw, B is square, C is slotted screw, D is pen head screw, E is hexagonal screw. Draw the freehand sketch of ring nut. This is the freehand sketch of ring nut. This is how to prevent a nut from causing damage to the surface while tightening. So we use washer. Washer is used to damage the surface. Okay. Question number 27. Draw a freehand sketch of stud. Stud, we can see the threads are cutting at both the ends in this stud. Also, stud is a cylindrical body, ठीक है, made of MS or metallic. Question number 28. Draw the freehand sketch of split pin. This is the freehand sketch of split pin. Last question of this video. Draw a freehand sketch of square neck T-head bolt. This is your front view. This is side view of T-head bolt. So that's all for today. I think you understand the MCQs, and these are meant for ITI, polytechnical engineering. All students can refer this MCQ of the rivets. We have discussed rivets, type of rivets are there, types of joint, butt joint, lap joint, and there are MCQs, different type of MCQs. So